What's up, everybody? It's your friend Isaac. Welcome back to Big Bike BMX, and today we are going to talk about hydration and making sure that when you're on long rides that you can get enough hydration, get enough water and supplements so that you can continue to ride wheelies, have fun, not feel horrible afterwards. So this is just a basic camel pack type backpack. It's got backpack straps, and then it has a hose that connects underneath to a bladder here, which is just the hose connects here, single bladder. You fill this with liquid, you can add your hydration powder to it, and you are good to go. I've been running this for about 6 months now here in Phoenix, because we do have extreme heat in this state, and especially in this city. So you have to ride and take water with you. I usually take 2.5 liters of water. I'll throw in some hydration mix. It has potassium, magnesium, and sodium. And sometimes they'll have some that have like some branched chain amino acids that give you some energy while you're pedaling. So those are great. Now, I got a message from a company called MXXY. And they were like, hey, we developed a bag that we think you would like, especially since you're in Phoenix. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this, because this has something that I have never seen before. I've never heard of anybody doing it, but it's a brilliant idea. So what MXXY does is they have 2 bladders that connect to one another. And so you can have water in one bladder instead of a single bladder system like you saw here with just water. MXXY has 2 bags that connect, and so you can dial, either you can go straight water, straight hydration mix, or increments in between, so you get 20%, 80%, 40, 60, 50, 50, all the way back and forth. So it lets you mix your hydration while you're riding. So I'm going to show you what they got here. So first of all, we got the bag. This is the most important thing. I'm so excited about the bag. Here's the dial that you will be switching to get your water mix. I am psyched to see how this works. I've never seen this in person. I just saw some product pictures, so I'm dying to see what it looks like on the inside. Man, this is intense. All right, this is cool. So I bring the bladder out. Here is the magic system. So you have 2 bags. You have your main reservoir, and you have your mix reservoir. So you can combine. What I'm gonna do for tonight's ride, I'm gonna test it out tonight. I'm gonna put my hydration mix in the smaller bag, fill the bigger bag with my regular H2O, pure water, and then see how that works, where I can mix it up and roll through and see how this feels tonight. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited. So essentially you have on the big bag, because I'm used to riding 2.5 liters. So we got 1.5 liters in the big one, and then you have 750 in the other. So that's pretty close to the amount of water that I'm going to be drinking tonight, or that I'm used to drinking. So we're going to get to show them, but let me show you a couple details real quick. So you have the hose that connects to the big reservoir. You have the hose that connects to the smaller one for your mixing. Connects through here into a single straw that then comes out, drops down here, and you have your on-off. I'll go through all the details here in a minute, but I'm going to finish unboxing this and take a look at everything else that's in here. They did send some extra stuff. Let's take a look. We've got a MXXY hat, some cleaning instructions, which are really important, some stickers. Psyched about that. Oh, this is cool. They did send some hydrating powder, so I might even try their stuff tonight. We'll see how this goes. Giant blanket. Shout out MXXY. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the hat. The sports drinks in the bag. We are gonna go clean them up, get them situated. I'm gonna fill half with water. I'm gonna fill the main reservoir with water, the other one with one of their sports drinks, and we're gonna ride it tonight and see how this goes. hang out, let's ride. See you in a few. So I'm going to give you my first impressions after just kind of looking the bag over after getting out of the box. I just recorded my first, wow, this is unboxing it. I'm going to go through a couple of things that really stand out to me as a BMX bike rider that I like about this bag. So I'm coming from an older bag that just has a single bladder. And one of the things I hate is that when I get to a Rideout, we get to the halfway, midway, I like to just ride, do wheelies, do tricks. So I'll take my bag off and I'll put it on the ground. One thing I like about MXXY, they actually have a cap. So I can put something over the tip that I'm actually putting in my mouth, because normally I'll throw it on the ground wherever we're at. So that is really nice. They do have an on, and you can spin this over to the other side, this blue piece, to have an on and off, which is cool. I leave mine always on. There is, if you watch the original video, you see me like not wanting to pull this because I don't know what this is. That is a ginormous magnet. So that pops off there. What I do like about this is my other bag, I just have a couple loops for the straw, depending on what side I like it on. I do like it on the right side. But MXXY is cool because it actually zips in and out. So it's not just between some loops getting caught on my handlebars. That's huge, because when I'm riding, my bike is here, my handlebars are about here. If I do something like this, it's easy for the handlebar to come up and smash into the loops. On my old bag, if they're just in here, a handlebar could catch this and it pulls it, yanks it. It's not a fun experience. We do have a magnet here that slides up and down the straw, which correlates to, so when you're riding, you actually can set it down. You can let it hang if you want, or you can put it on the magnet. I try and put it on the magnet. I haven't used the MXXY one. I'm using the magnet on the old one. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't. This isn't a big factor for me, but if it is for you, it does have that magnet. So that's the MXXY bag in the back, ventilated and well padded. I don't know if I can show you how much squish is there, but it's very well padded. Then we move to the front. You do have slots for a bag or a light, where you can clip a light on here. I was concerned because I didn't know if it had big storage or if it was just a water bag, but it actually does have room for tools. So I can fit a tube, fit a smaller pump, the smaller hand pumps, some tools in here. There is an extra bag here that is separate on the inside that also has a gel thing in it. This one is lined, so this is more for like glasses, which is well thought out, because I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and so I got to take glasses with me, and if I don't have a place to put them, they're just going to go in my old backpack rattling around with tools. So I like that it is a separate padded slot for glasses. So that is the MXXY bag. That's my first impressions on it. I do like the styling. I do like the texture on the front. I don't know if you can catch that, but there's a bit of a waffle. I like the minimalist logo, but I like showing that off. Here's the one thing, I don't know if that's reflective. If I have any feedback, I would say that would be cool if that was reflective ink, because I'm riding at night. And although I will have a light down here, I think that would be kind of dope to have that there. I love that they have the logo. And what's really cool, you have to get in kind of close to see that. See the coloring here? What that does is it lets me know blue side is my big water. The other side is going to be the mix. So if I'm doing this, I know I can easily look down and visually see how much of the MXXY, where I'm currently at. If it's all the way water, or if it's going to move, there we go, all the way water, or if I'm going to mix it, and you can see there's halfway, and then all the way for the supplements. I can see easily visually with that, just looking down, which is really, really handy. So love that. They've thought of some really good stuff in here. You can tell this wasn't just a copy of an idea with, hey, let's take a regular bag and add a reservoir. They also took the things that are pain points, at least for me, in other bags with the zipper, so this is nice and out of the way, and then also including a place for my glasses and a place where I can still fit tools, but it's a minimalist bag. It's not real big, it's not heavy, and the padding on the front is really important to me because this does lay on my shoulders while my shoulders are out, so that padding is really helpful. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna start filling it up because I have a ride here in about, gonna leave here in about an hour, and we're gonna head downtown in Phoenix. It is right now, I think it's about 99 degrees, and it will be today a high of 102. So when I tell you, you gotta have water and you gotta have hydration in Phoenix, I'm not lying. We'll see in a little bit. All right. So here is the smaller bag. I'm gonna pour in my hydration stuff. This is my electrolyte bag. And all right, here we are. We're at the Cactus Cruisers Rideout here in beautiful downtown Phoenix. It is hot. You see I'm already sweating. We just got here. We haven't even started riding yet. This is just the hangout spot. So right now I have my MXXY turned all the way so it's just water. What I'm going to try and do is just drink water because I'm pretty well hydrated right now, but you can see I'm losing it. So I'm going to need to get some salt back in my system, some sodium. So during the ride, you'll probably see me twisting this a little bit, mixing it up to where I get the right mix of water for what I need at the moment, which is what makes MXXY different, because if not, it's just whatever mix you have, that's what you got for 2.5 liters. This lets me adjust it. So right now, full water, just gonna drink up, and then about midway, I'll start adding the electrolytes because I'll be, at that point, pretty drained. So this is the way it works. Here we are, first stop, Cactus Cruisers Rideout. I'm sweating like crazy. I don't know if you see my face, but it is crazy. Like, it's nuts. I'm only about 20 minutes in, so I'm gonna, because we're at a stop, I've been doing straight water so far, and now I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna dial it this way to give me half water, half electrolytes, because I need to replace this. So here's to your brakes. All right, here we are at the halfway midpoint at the Cactus Cruisers Rideout Saturday night. It is hot, hot. Because it's so hot, I'm now switching over to electrolyte mode because I need to refill, because I don't know if it's showing how sweaty I am, but it's nasty and I'm tired. So switching over. So it doesn't take far to get the mix to go. I thought it would take a little bit, but no, dude, it hits right away. That's good. So it went literally from water to really extreme to a little bit even tart because I was drinking water. So have fun. We're gonna go back to riding, but this is working, and I am really impressed with the MXXY bag so far. We'll talk in a little bit. All right, here we are. We are at the last stop, and at this point I've drank all the electrolytes. Now I've switched to straight water, and I love it. The taste of the electrolytes clears out real quick after you dial it in. So I'm really impressed with how this is working so far. Really, really love it. we have another maybe 5 miles till we're done, and it's still hot. So we've got some water left. I'll be finishing this off, and I'll finish up the review when we get back to the car. All right, so it is now Sunday, and the day after you just watched all that footage of us riding around downtown Phoenix. Hope you enjoyed my city. It is amazing. I didn't get a whole lot of riding clips because I was just in it for the moment. I had a long week and I needed to ride, and I really wanted to see how the MXXY bag was going to hold up, and I gotta tell you, I'm really impressed. Never once did I get caught up. I was doing tricks. Never once did my handlebars get caught up on the straw. Love that. The ability to go in and just dial your water is something that I never knew was such a big deal until I experienced it. Because with my old bag, basically you just had to kind of go, well, for the next 2 hours, I think I'm gonna need this much water and this much sodium, magnesium, and potassium, or whatever your electrolytes or caffeine. You can put whatever you want in that second bag. So if you just, you need caffeine, you put caffeine in there and mix it. But having that ability to dial what you're drinking at the moment, it's priceless, because you have the ability to then go, hey, I know I'm sweating like crazy, I'm starting to feel tired, I need more electrolytes, or I just need straight water right now. You don't have to pick between the two, because you do have 2 options. So it's like carrying 2 bottles of water that you don't have to stop, pull out, uncap, drink, put away. Just dial it and you're right there riding. You don't have to stop what you're doing. So it is clutch. The other thing that I love, the price on this is, it's about what I think it's $199, but to me, worth it. And I'll tell you why I think it's worth it. Most bags are in that, like the top of the line bags, the bag I was using before, was right around that. I think I paid $180 for it, but it is a single bladder. Now, this is a new company, but why this is important, y'all go spend $500 on pedals because it's got sealed bearings. And when I see y'all comment on Facebook or on Instagram or on anything, it's not up to my standards to ride a stock bike. Well, I understand that. It's not up to your standards to just walk around with a water bottle when you could have a dialed mixing system either. Take care of your body more than you take care of your bike. That's a pro tip right there for you. So the last thing I will show you is probably one of the coolest, or what sells this to me and makes it worth that $199. When I get home from a long ride out, I have to take off all the bikes off of the rack. I have to put them away. I have to bring all the helmets and gear in. This is after riding 30, 40 miles in the heat. I'm exhausted. I don't feel like going through and dismantling my bag, which is what I have to do every time we come home. So this, I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not saying it's fun. Actually, I'm not saying it's fun, but it is easy. Let me show you what happens. So you open up the top of the bag, you pull out the bladder system. Now, it pops out. I thought, oh, I have to take all this stuff apart. No, quick release 1, boom. Quick release 2, boom. I can set my bag to the side, and I have my separated bladders. Now, easy enough to clean. They snap together. There's magnets that line up, and there's a snap here. So if I pull it apart, easy, slide off the bags. Now, one thing you will notice, it tells you which direction to slide the bag so that you can get it. Let me move it over. Pop it up in the front, fill. These are reversible and dishwasher safe, so you can put them in the dishwasher. You can put them in the dishwasher and not damage the bag, which is huge, because if you are familiar with riding with Camelback and bladder bags, if you don't clean them, they will get gnarly mold inside of them. So the ability to wash it, that right there is enough. To put it back together, easy mode, you find the magnets on either side of here, line them up, and then press these together. Here you go. To put it away, line it back up. Small tube goes to the top reservoir, long tube to your larger reservoir or bladder. And drop it back in your bag. It's that easy. So cleanup last night was not hard at all. When you switched from electrolytes to water, there was not a weird aftertaste. That's what I thought. I thought you might have like a gnarly aftertaste. After a while, you'd still taste the electrolytes. You couldn't. It cuts it right off. After about 2 swigs, it's gone. So it's an efficient system. It's a great system. Can't recommend it enough. I am definitely switching to this bag over my, I don't want to name, I'll name it. I was using an Osprey. And so I'm switching from the Osprey to this easily because this just gives me more options to take care of my body, which for me, I'm in it to ride as long as I can and have the most amount of fun that I can in a limited window in the environment that I'm riding in. Now I could be traveling to Florida. I live in Phoenix. I go to California. So when I travel to Rideouts, I can't control the conditions, but I can control the chemicals and the electrolytes that I put back in my system so that I can stay at my peak performance. Now look, if you are young, you may not see a benefit to this. When I was a kid, I rode all over town and drank out of a hose from someone's house I didn't even know. Could have been a tweaker, who knows? You just stopped at someone's house and drank out of their hose. That was fine when I was 15. But now that I'm 49, I'm gonna tell you I'm worth investing in making sure that my body is acting the way that it should and it's the top condition that I can. That's gonna give me the most amount of fun, and that's why I'm here. So invest in a bag. If you decide to go with a hydration pack, buy this one because this gives you more options than the other bags on the market. A couple dollars more, but worth every single penny if you're looking for a hydration bag or any type of supplement bag. Have fun out there, have a good time. Look in the description, I will put a link to where you can grab one of these if you're interested. Have fun, go ride your bikes. We'll see you soon.